Zeit los.
Nee, du warst unten gestanden, ne?
Nein, jetzt läuft so.
Du warst unten vor der Hand von dem Ding gestanden.
Ah, da drüben war ich gestanden, warte schnell. Und Licht aus noch.
Ja, warten wir vor allem beantworten. So, hier in der Gegend warst du
Stopp.
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 3, 2, 1, go. Mikrofon ist eingewählt, oder? Hast du gesagt? Okay. Okay, das heißt, wir haben jetzt gerade das Schwert Gamr oder so ähnlich freigeschalten.
Dillian gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials. And she
Ich hol was
resolved
jetzt.
to leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillian's hand.
The sword is taken by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zindel's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. Plague. Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
You see it clearly now, Senua. The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault.
You brought this plague to us! You have blood!
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get you.
Hold Unleash the sword. She needs to focus.
It's time.
Do it. You're close. He's gone.
Wir haben jetzt das blaue Laserschwert.
In the sea of corpses, the corpse waved through itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them. The ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is sacred. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
Ich glaube schon.
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on your skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you ran from your curse instead of facing it. When you turned your back on the Father Zinmel, you turned your back on the gods and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy? face of your mother, Galena. She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
Mother! I need you! Hellblade!
It's taken.
You're both dead. You both surrendered to the voices.
Your dear beloved mother's powers against the darkness when it came forth. She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. But she didn't run. She escaped the illusion. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror. It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her?
Surprise! Focus is coming back. Finish this! Focus!
Oh, ein bisschen die andere Moves.
She's hurt, there's blood.
Wow. Das ist gefährlich.
It's not over. It's not over.
It's building. He's down. Finish this.
Strike him.
Ah, nicht ganz so krass. Aber das Kampfsystem ist ziemlich ähnlich.
Finish this. Finish this.
Bei denen gibt es auch was Lustiges, wenn man die anlauft und anschlagen will. Dann schmeißen sie die einen oben drüber, damit kann man switchen.
Find a good position. Let them surround you. You won. Remember your training. Take him down. Take him down now.
Oh, das geht immer so schnell.
She will die.
The mirror focuses on the vision. It's coming back.
Why do you still fight on? Maybe you too should suffer with your brethren in this rot and let your blood seep into the seas and the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after all you've done? Give the darkness what it wants, let it swallow your soul and destroy all that you are. Why are you fighting for someone who is already dead? Just look around you. What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he'd thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
It's finished.
So, jetzt haben wir so viel gekämpft da hinten. Ja, ja. Wir spielen ja schwer, das spawnen ein bisschen mehr.
You both surrendered to the voices. The darkness has taken you. Galena and Senua. Galena and Senua.
You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in the sea of corpses.
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua. Look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Simba was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake.
Simple ist ihr
He's
Vater.
a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help. A little hope.
Und so schaut, dass durch ihr Nasen immer die Sonne scheint. Nein, das ist entscheidend, weil das ist ja ein Schwert vom Odin, das Götter töten kann. Also das ist entscheidend. Ohne das Schwert können wir Götter töten. Nein, aber mir können es für schwer zu komisch chargen. Ich kann es jetzt so blau aufladen. Immer wenn es blau aufgeladen ist, macht es Double Damage. Ich kann jetzt praktisch einen Heavy Attack aufladen. Also ich habe einen Heavy und einen Light und einen Kick. Und 2 Dodge-Tasten. So, und was wir jetzt gemacht haben, wir laufen jetzt von dem Baum wieder zurück zu der Stelle, wo wir vorher runtergefallen haben. Weil wir jetzt wieder Mut haben. Davor waren wir ja ein bisschen Mut und Kraft und trostlos und sind nur an Dillian nachgelaufen. Aber jetzt haben wir wieder neuen Mut. Und mit neuen Mut, da oben ist die Brücke. Ja, und wir haben eine neue Waffe, genau. Und hier ist jetzt praktisch wieder diese Brücke, die kaputt ist. Die spoilern heute schon alles. Wir müssen nach oben.
Does she know which way to look? Does she know the way into the mountain? She's a good girl.
Oh, isn't she? Look up. So clever. Did you miss us? Oh, she did.
There's a door.
You can do it. You can see it. Come on, Senua.
Aber sie redet nicht mit ihnen.
I'm not listening.
Oh, sie redet jetzt nicht mehr mit ihnen. Ja, okay, damit hast du eigentlich schon wieder verloren, oder? So, das ist jetzt das Heller Gate praktisch auf der anderen Seite von der Brücke. Oh, wir sind noch am
I will
Page,
tell
das ist
you
keins
a
rot.
great hero named Sigurd, son of Sigmund, no less. Born after his father's death, Sigurd is cared for by the
Einmal
dwarf
splitten.
Rain. But Rain does not love the boy. Instead, he plans to use him for his own ends. You see, Rain's father possessed a great treasure given to him by the gods. But Rain's brother, Fafnir, killed his father and took the gold all for himself. Fafnir hid the treasure out on a heath and could not leave it. And from the evil in his heart, he turned into a dark creature. A dragon.
Oh, ein bisschen Herr der Ringe-Geschichte. Da hat sich der nämlich von Herr der Ringe ein bisschen was abgeopfert.
What is it? She can feel it. No. Don't open the door.
Don't go in. Don't
Turn back.
A great beast guards Hellfire. God is its name, and it knows you are here, Senua. It can smell your stink. How would you say Dillian if you were too much of a coward to step into the shadow?
They can't stop me.
Then do it!
She can't make it.
The beast is stalking you from the shadows. Your sword is useless here.
Keep going. It's too dangerous.
Don't be fooled. The beast is still here. No. It's a trick.
Mother, do you hear that?
Don't fall for it.
It's me, Senua. So loud.
It's not her.
So full of hate. Just want to help them. Tell me what to do. Your father wants them to go away, and he only hurts me to silence them. But he's gone now.
They always come back. He says I will die if I go with them. They say that I'm already dead.
No,
They want me with them.
stop!
That's why they crawl through the walls.
Don't
Do you see them? Do you see their faces?
He's coming! Senua! Help me! Help! Get me out of here! Don't go! She shouldn't be here. She escaped the darkness. She took her own life to escape it.
She can't remember when it started, or when her mother lost her smile. Her eyes gazing past her towards a world she could not see. This is what happens if you reach for the underworld, he said. It was a lot to take in for a child. And the first time she felt the cold chill of fear. I don't talk much about her father. Zinbel. I suppose I just didn't want to risk upsetting her. But it doesn't matter now, does it?
Das Beste, was uns natürlich passieren kann, ist sowas.
The light's gone out. Run! Get through it as quick as you can. The panic is here. What's that? Run. Get to the light. Stop. Get to the next light. Let's go quick. Run. Fire. She has to go towards it. Where's the torchlight? She will take it. Forget she can use it. She will see. She can see the room. She can find it. The light. See it. She has it. Where is it? Now you're free to search. The light will guide you. Can you feel them? Hidden in plain sight. She has it. You have it. Go. Where's the next? I can feel the two more to fight. Why are you doing these pointless
Rain the dwarf's sole desire is to possess this dragon's accursed treasure, and he uses Sigurd to reclaim it. He tells Sigurd the story of Fafnir's gold, and the good-hearted hero promises to slay the dragon if Rain would forge a strong sword for him. Sigurd remembers that his father once possessed a sword given to him by Odin. Odin broke the sword to bring about Sigmund's death, but Sigurd's mother still has the pieces. And so Rain reforges the famous sword. Sigurd uses the sword first to avenge his father, and then he and Rain go in search of Fafnir.
Das ist das Schwert, was wir auch jetzt haben in Bruchstücken. Das wir auch praktisch natürlich genauso ins Gesicht.
The dragon Fafnir is so large and deadly that it would be impossible to kill him face to face. But each day, Fafnir crawls across the heath to find water. So Sigurd digs a pit in the dragon's path and lies in wait. When Fafnir slithers overhead, Sigurd sinks his sword into the dragon up to the hilt. Sigurd leaps from the pit, and Fafnir sees his killer. He warns Sigurd that the treasure will lead to his death, as it led to the death of all who owned it. Sigurd replies that death comes to all men, and every man will want to be wealthy until that day. And he takes the treasure.
Das ist ein Labyrinth praktisch hier unten. Also ich laufe zwar jetzt immer den richtigen Weg, aber man sieht halt nichts und man muss halt praktisch hier verschiedene Symbole in dem draußen Labyrinth finden. Das sind lauter Irrwege.
The darkness will come again.
Zeichen vergessen.
She has it. She did it. She's done it.
This place. It reminds her of the isolating, suffocating darkness that she lived through as a young girl. imprisoned in her room at night. The faces in the dark, coming through the walls. She once thought everyone could see them. I mean, that's what children say all the time, isn't it? That there are monsters in the dark. By the time she realized that only she could see them, her father, Zinbel, could see the monster in her.
Finish this! Defend yourself!
Au. Den habe ich gar nicht gekommen.
End it!
Oh fuck, das ist voller Fackel.
Take the torch and move.
Ja, Torch ist Fackel.
It's not gonna help her. She's like, I keep you safe. You have all the rooms.
Weil ich das auswendig gelernt habe.
The beast is crawling into your mind, searching for weakness. It found your mind and used her to trap you here.
Did you see her die? I don't remember. I was only 5. They told me she escaped the darkness, that she's with the gods. But what if they lied? What if the darkness took her and trapped her here?
It's a trap. The beast is coming. Stupid baby.
Run away from the beast! He led you to nothing!
Without his head, no one can bring his soul back. His fate is sealed. Now it can see you at your weakest. The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your father's lower pine pavilion. Do you remember that darkness, Senua? The beast is bringing it back.
Mother, why did you leave me? This darkness, it's spreading. Father's keeping me away from the others. Away from Tilly. I won't give up. I'm not going to rot in here. I'm going to find Tilly.
Wir haben jetzt ein Problem im Kopf. Ist nicht mehr weg. Das ist jetzt wieder der Safe Point, wie es bei dir auch ist. Und ja, aber jedes Mal, wenn du fällst da unten, dann laufen mir die 2 weg nochmal. Da haben wir dann irgendwann angefangen, einen Schraubenzieher der Nutzung zu lernen, damit wir das durchlaufen. Weil da kannst du in der Zeit genau was zum Trinken holen. Also wir müssen jetzt da runter. Neuer Plan.
beast is down there.
She knows the beast is there. He's always got you.
Never safe from him.
She needs to find him.
She
She lost it and she has to find it. The torch alight.
Can you see?
Ja, wenn Gegner spawnen, kommen immer so eine Türen. Die spawnen einfach, aber normalerweise schaust du da nicht hin.
They're winning.
Oh shit. Das ist langsam. Oh, spring weg! Oh.
You will do it.
Oh.
You're strong. Focus. You can do this. Focus.
Ja, ist ja gut. So oft können wir nicht blocken, das ist unser Problem. Ja, so ein bisschen. Ja, das geht schon, aber nur wenn sie in keiner direkten Animation ist. Oh, oh, oh. Komm.
It's coming
Okay, wir
back.
sind safe. Interessanterweise, wenn die hintereinander stehen, warten die einfach manchmal ein bisschen und gern. Und der zum Beispiel kann sich in meinem Fokus genauso schnell bewegen, als hätte ich nicht gefokust. Oh. Hä? Oh, da bin ich so oft verreckt, wie schon gesagt. Wenn jetzt lappert, wir brauchen das R und das R ist. Na, das Holz rechts kommt erst noch. Jetzt da nicht nach. Ach, jetzt soll er da ist. Schon denke ich spinne. Ah, da habe ich ein bisschen gebraucht, bis ich jetzt R gefunden habe. Google weiß alles.
It's the secret.
Von was?
Her father tried to help her.
She hasn't, but she wouldn't listen.
He was doing his best. She can't. She never, ever listens.
She's had to go through many things. He was trying to save her. The darkness.
And she'll die.
Zinville was trying to save her from the darkness.
But she wouldn't listen. She never listens.
Jetzt sind wir ein Stockwerk unter dem,
And now
wo wir vorher runtergeschaut haben ungefähr.
Weak. She should have known.
Although Sigurd kills the dragon, Rayan wants to keep Fafnir's gold all for himself. Rayan also wants the strength and wisdom of the dragon, so he drinks its blood and asks Sigurd to roast Fafnir's heart for him. Sigurd does so, but when he touches the roasted heart to see if it is done, he burns his finger. Without thinking, he licks his finger and tastes the dragon's blood. In that moment, he understands the language of birds and hears them talk nearby.
The beast is there. The beast is luring her deeper, deeper into the darkness. Deep down.
The beast has the head.
She will be trapped.
The beast has the head and he's using it.
Once she gets down there, she'll never...
Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds speak. And they say, Sigurd should eat the heart himself. Rain wants Fafnir's gold. Sigurd should kill Rain before Rain kills him. Sigurd should find Brynhild the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest. To ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild the Valkyrie.
Der Name ist da draußen entstanden, aus dem Nordischen.
What's she doing?
She's lighting it.
She's making light. She's making a fire.
She's got light on the other side.
She'll be safe. What's the plan? What's she thinking?
Wenn wir jetzt ein bisschen vorbereiten für das Rätsel, weil das ist das komplizierteste Rätsel praktisch vom Game. Da braucht man ein bisschen länger zum Lösen.
She can do it. Stop! Stop! Get up! What are you doing?
Ich hab schon gar nichts mehr gesehen.
Faster, faster! Keep going, keep going! What are you doing? Stop! Stop! Keep going. Faster, faster! Keep going, keep going! What are you doing? Stop!
Gut. Ist da auch noch blöde Matz. Ach, das Wasser. Ah, das kann vielleicht sein. Aber die nicht. Ohne die Quest können wir nicht weit kommen. Schon? Ja, da links war's. Sehe ich genauso. So, einmal splitten.
She can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black. The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach.
Die waren echt gut. 4 müssen wir noch richtig machen.
How little separates us from what we fear.
But like me, Sigurd learns that Brynhild had once disobeyed Odin, and so he had her punished, stuck her with a sleep thorn, and put her body within a rampart of burning shields. Only a man who knew no fear would ever reach her. But like me, Sigurd is fearless and passes through the flames, just as I did, and wakes the sleeping warrior girl. She teaches him the secret wisdom of runes, namely victory runes, ship runes, runes for persuasion, runes for truth, runes for healing and help, runes for perception and power. Like Sigurd, the greatest young warrior of the North, you must learn the secrets of the runes to fight amongst the gods in hell.
Nee, den Sam. Mach halt jetzt! Jetzt. Sie wollte gerade einfach nicht. Und weißt du, wo ich so lachen habe, weil ich das erste Mal Lara gesehen habe, dass durch so ein Ding durchgeraxelt ist? Das kann das sein, aber das glaube ich nicht, das sind ja bloß Hände. Und Lara ist so schnell. Eigentlich ist die schon 5-mal aus. Aber das macht nichts, dafür haben wir da Wasser.
I am leaving with him.
Auch heute drauf. Der wartet eine Viertelstunde, wenn er schon schlauft. Oh, es kackt. Oh. Bleib da! Das war gut reingekauft. Aber wahrscheinlich frisst er mir jetzt. Oh, knapp, der hat mir knapp gefehlt. Hau drauf, wenn du in ihm drin hängst. Oh, Grafikfehler. Einmal Split.
People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods.
Und dann können wir wieder passieren.
A familiar hand, cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals, kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness. Or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both. And so she left, headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Delian would still be alive.
I'm so sorry, Mama.
She will save his soul. Even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Listen.
But believe this, it was my mission to make you hate, to hate the darkness with a passion so great that you focus your mind on this quest. Without it, I feel leftovers slack. All this time, Army wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see down there in the darkness.
Then take me to the mountain to trust you, as deep as we can go.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
Ich bin ein paar Mal drauf geworden, hast du gesehen? Ich bin noch 4-5 Mal am Boden gelegen. So, das ist jetzt der Part von vorher, wo wir den Kopf verloren haben. Das ist die Brücken praktisch, wo er abgebrochen worden ist. Und wir haben jetzt praktisch in der Zwischensequenz wieder hochgerackelt. Also nur um zu wissen, wo wir jetzt gerade sind. Und ab jetzt ist noch ungefähr eine halbe, dreiviertel Stunde. Das können wir nachher dann fertig spielen.
Muss es die wieder fehlen?
Yes, Sir.
Ach, easy, GG, First Strike, ich denke, sitzen bleiben.
Wir haben ja Tomb Raider auch noch.
Also Tomb Raider und wir haben einen Rudi noch.
Ich weiß nicht, ob wir noch Ino sehen.
Entweder wir haben einen Rudi noch oder wir haben noch hinten eine Agenda.
Wir können raustappen, oder?